Another thing that I wanted to bring up to you because some people are now starting to talk, in some of the forums and the social platforms. And I'm not saying our shit is fire just yet. I think it's pretty good. But bro, is Joe Rogan getting boring or what?
No, I still find his. I listened to two of them that he just released all the way through.
A lot of people are saying that the guest selection isn't as heavy as it used to be. Another comment was that he has a lot of his team on there, and they be stroking him.
It's his podcast.
I get it. No, I'm saying that, but this guy was like a giant, an hour ago for like 10 years, hard body, and now people are, arguing or discussing on whether the product is watered down now.
To me, depending on like who you're trying to listen to, like he listens to people who he wants to because that's the way it works. And
Right,
for him going to Spotify, he said it 5 times his audience. So
Really?
For whoever is complaining that his shit like is complaining about how his shit is going, he doesn't give a fuck. I could say that right now.
Of course not. I just wanted to get your opinion because I know you're a fan like I am.
Yeah, I listened to the Eric Weinstein podcast. I thought that shit was dope. I listened to the Marcus Luttrell one that came out a couple weeks ago. That shit was fire. I listened to a little bit of the one he had with Laura something, a shorty. That shit was dope. I listened to the one with the guy from the vet with the patch. If it was Dan Crenshaw, that was a dope ass podcast. That if you watched it, like if he was here, I would vote for him.
He's pretty heavy. He's pretty heavy in the sense of like some of his points of view.
I could
and stuff
say
like
the
that.
one thing that I is like getting annoyed about that I wish that he would say "fuck you, Spotify" is that Spotify is like taking old episodes down off of their platform that they don't want on their platform, which I find kind of whack. But supposedly those old episodes are staying on YouTube. But it's kind of whack because you like, as a fan,
You want to stop at one spot.
exactly, and as a fan, you don't want to ever see like why is it always something when a controversial person comes on a podcast with Spotify? Like why is why is it always got to be some woke nonsense? So that's the only thing I could say that I hope he kind of addresses better and just says, "Yo, Spotify, what are you doing? Fix that." But he said that he didn't care. Like if episodes come down, they come down. But I feel like to your audience, you should care.
Right, you owe us a little something.
Just to say that like you're fighting back against the man. He's too big to fail. Like if Spotify says, "All right, we're gonna put like if you're gonna pull his podcast off Spotify, cool. He'll go right back to YouTube, iTunes, wherever else, and he'll be just fine. Like nothing's gonna hit him, knock him down at this point in his career.
Even if first of all, he already cashed $100 million check or the $50 million check, whatever. Plus, he's got to be getting paid like a mofo to do the UFC because I don't see he's like John Madden for the UFC.
Oh, yeah,
he is
sure.
the voice of UFC, and there's no way you could replace him. I think that not only him doing martial arts, but coming from a space where there wasn't no martial art competitions and having that point of view, like a lot of us do. Shout out to Lucha if he's listening. That's definitely somebody who and him and I were really dialed into the early stages of the UFC and dialed really into martial arts. But yeah, no, I just thought it was definitely food for thought. Only because I think Spotify is fucking with the sauce.
I agree. I definitely agree.